God dang, y'all, we're a little late to the party. But we decided to check some brush and quit doing the live scope for a minute to see what we came up with. And these are the results. I got a little male, and I think that might have his girlfriend over there. A little female. They sitting in this brush, 8 foot of water. I know y'all are probably looking at our sleeves and what we got on. I promise it is no foolishness going on. It literally is the middle of April. And yes, we are facing a cold front, but the water clarity has shaped up a whole lot better. And we're trying to keep a few. That's actually the third keeper, fourth keeper. Third or fourth keeper. We ain't gonna keep too many, just enough for Dad to eat tonight, maybe tomorrow night. Get him something fresh. But man, let's jump back in here and see if I can actually get a hook set. And all we did was just see this little log jam over here. Yes, the live scope is on, man, but there's no point in looking at it. There's a whole lot you won't see on live scope, guys, when you're fishing really, really thick brush. And I go back, there's Dad again. There you go. There you go. All right, you trying to lose it. Don't lose him, abuse it.
Yeah.
What you got there, man? Huh? Look like you went back to your old Hook City. You had to go back. Every now and again, you got to go back. Yes, sir. That's a real good looking male. Real good looking male. He gonna make the box. Close him up. Close him up. All right. Y'all see what's happening, man. We're both using these 12-foot ACC crappie sticks matched with our Daiwa Regals. And anytime we're fishing, man, you can best believe we're using that 10-pound Power Pro braid. That's just what we like, and it works, man. We're sitting in now. This part of it is about 6.5 foot of water. And again, we're just fishing the nasty stuff, man. Not necessarily hitting the bottom because these fish are looking up. And we're getting what we need to get out of the deal. Sit and hold it for a minute. Nobody wants to come see you. It's time to pick a new hole. Just like that. And guys, sometimes you don't have to do anything great. It can be just a small movement to the left or the right. Fishing shallower or fishing a little bit deeper in this stuff. At the end of the day, it needs to be visible in order for these fish to want to hit it. It has to be visible. These 12-footers allow us the reach that we need to not be right on top of the fish. To reach over here, let them stay relaxed. Get in here and do what they're supposed to do. Spawn fishing. There you go. Oh, I missed two. 2 misses. We need to find Mister though. We got 2 misses and need to find Mister. Is that where he is, Daddy? Now look, guys, these fish are real aggressive. He might come back and hit him again just because of the aggressiveness of these fish during the spawn. I don't remember exactly where I was, but I'm gonna drop down in the vicinity and see if we can get that fish to come back on me too. Don't rush, guys. I know the fish are aggressive right now, but please do not rush the fishing. You don't gotta stay nowhere and camp out, but don't rush. Oh, there he is. Oh, don't get in all that stuff. Another good fish. Guys, now I know y'all saw that play-by-play. Yes, we're hitting a lot of these fish using live scope. Let me tell you something. During the spawn, those old tricks still work, man. Look at that fish, guys. Put him in the box, Pops. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Guys, be ready for the boom. If you noticed, I didn't give that jig a whole lot of action. Went down there and just teased him a little bit, just a little bump, bump. Hold it. Bump, bump, bump. Hold it. And it took, what, 30 seconds or so. And then that fish came on with it. Take your time. Fish these laydowns, pick them apart. Again, sometimes the difference is a few inches. Oh, God. Man, I mean, they are bouncing this jig, y'all. God almighty. They are bouncing this jig. Man, that's what I'm saying, guys. Somebody asked me about what is my favorite season to fish. All seasons. I love the fall because I get calmer temperatures here in Texas. But listen, it's hard to beat that spawn and bite, man, the way that fish just hit that jig. There he is. Fish came right back, a little male. Beautiful fish, man. That's another thing about the spring. You get to see really the artwork. Oh man, you get to see the artwork of these fish. Look at this. It's a hormonal male. Guys, let me tell you something real quick. So y'all, I don't want my people to be out here ignorant. This is a spawning male white crappie. This is not a black crappie. Shout out to those that are trying to learn a little something. This is a spawning male white crappie, not a black crappie. Yes, he's dark, but he's hormonal right now. This is a white crappie that is spawning, guys. All right, here we go. Look at them bubbles. I'm new now. I ain't caught nothing on this deal.
That's where I've been.
God almighty. Come on out of there. That was quick and fast. Dad, ×2. Buckle my shoe. If he is 10, we don't need him. We don't need him if he's 10, but this one here. This one here, this flapjack right here. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. I'm trying to get a hold of you so I can put you in this water in the live well. This live well water. You want it?
Yeah,
excuse me, sir. We put them in the well of living. Man, guys, springtime it is so much up and down, up and down. So much up and down. Easy breezy, beautiful. You ain't even got to reach off in there. I caught that fish right here. See, a lot of people think that you have to push all the way up into that brush in order to find them. Well, listen, I like to sometimes work my way, especially if you don't have a graph and you can't see. Work from the outside in, because sometimes you'll be overfishing, you'll be overreaching fish trying to get to the very middle of this thing. And one thing I see a lot of people do, they'll run their boats up into the brush. And all they did is just ran a whole bunch of fish off, because sometimes they're on the outer edge. And I can confirm that theory, not only because I've used it in videos before, but I can see it here on my live scope, guys. This is just where it piled up. That's not where it started, though. There's fish on the outside as well as the inside. I just saw air bubble come up. I'm gonna see if that air bubble got any kind of action around it. If you notice, guys, I'm not just working the jig like crazy. All I'm doing is enticing. By enticing, I mean every now and again I'll just give it one of these. It's just to put a little vibration in the water, to give it a little action, to let that fish believe it's alive, because we are not using live bait, we're using artificial jigs. There it went. I just missed a little bite. But that's all it takes, man. And in between every time you give it action, in between every time, let a little time rest to get that fish time to focus in, because a lot of times they'll be down there just focusing in on that bait. And then the next time you bump it, you'll notice sometimes when you get that hit after you bump it that next time, that's because that first bump had initiated contact with that fish, and that second one, boom, it grabbed it. Oh, that thing is alive. I want to eat it. Caught some good quality fish out of this thing, man. And all we're fishing, guys, is just a little pile up. This dock is just acting as a stop. And this brush gets trapped, intertwined in these dock legs, and that is perfect habitat for what these crappie are looking for. It's perfect for what they're looking for. As you've seen, go out there and get you some, man. Grab your 12-footer, any kind of jig, something that you think that they'll be able to see, because that's what it's about, visibility. As long as they can see it, they're gonna hit it this time of year. They will hit it. And then you just take your time, man. Ooh, I got a little, almost like he kissed it. He just bumped it, get it out the way. And they'll do that sometimes, guys. Short striking, and sometimes these fish, they just want you out of their nesting area. Oh God, dog. Oh, that joker thumped that jig, y'all. Hope y'all saw that. Wee. You see it.
He's sitting right up top.
I got it. Man, I hurt my good. Oh man. All right, guys, I cheated a little bit. I cheated a little bit. It was a female sitting up there, and I got a hold of her. Man. Listen, that is a good hee-haw. Guys, I'm not gonna keep this one. She was just up there too pretty. I'm gonna let this one go back, Dad. You okay with that?
Yeah.
We got a few to eat, but this one we're gonna let her go back. We appreciate her for coming out. We're gonna let her swim. Oh, okay, little funky thing. Let her swim. We're gonna let her swim, y'all. Let her finish doing what she was doing. She still had plenty of eggs, and I saw that fish on live scope, so it's all good in the neighborhood. Let's get back to it, man. We're having fun again. A few fish for Dad to eat. And I'm still using the split shot because we were getting ourselves together for some live scoping, but we don't really need to do no live scoping, man. Not today. I'm trying to give y'all a different aspect, man. We don't want y'all to be out here one trick pony in it. I want y'all to be able to fish in a variety of ways, and I also want to show a variety of ways to fish. And guys, we're just shallow water fishing on brush. Let's go, baby.